Helen Yee here with Eyes on the Game, and I'm being joined by the always lovely Felice Herrig. Always great to see you and catch up. Well, you are fighting Michelle Waterson this weekend, but I do believe there's a little bit of history, right, since Fight Girls back in 06, 07. So can you kind of talk about how good it feels to finally, fight her now?
As for the history, Michelle and I have both been in the sport for a very long time. We're both veterans of this sport. We've never gotten the chance to fight until now, which is great. Everything comes full circle. It would have been sad for me to leave my career and feel like I never got to fight Michelle Waterson. We were both in the sport for so long, and we were like, we should have fought. Not that there was like, I have to fight her, not because there's animosity, but it just makes sense. We've both, we're both veterans. We've seen so many girls in the sport come and go, and we're both still here, and it just only makes sense that we would fight.
And looking at Michelle and her style, what do you think about her style? And also, she has submitted quite a few of her opponents.
I feel like I'm just a very well-rounded fighter. I think that also I have I'm a lot bigger, I'm a lot stronger than Michelle. Maybe she's a little bit quicker. I don't know, they say styles make fights, and so we'll see. You can't always submit, sometimes too, like submitting people, it's, well, who are you fighting? Who are you submitting? Like now we're at the top, this, the top level, and we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, and she is coming off a win over Courtney Casey, who you fought and beaten as well. Were you impressed with that fight, and that win of hers?
Honestly, I felt like she got knocked around a little bit. She showed that, she doesn't like to get hit. So, impressed? It was a fight.
Yeah. And lastly, I do know that you just fought Karolina, UFC 223. What did you learn and take away from that fight?
I'm always learning from every fight. I'm always watching my last fights, thinking, oh, what could I have improved on? I just want to have a little bit more output.
And also, I know you were kind of vocal, from that week and your feelings towards Conor. So have you kind of, forgiven him, or what would it take for you?
There's really nothing to forgive. I still think Conor's a piece of shit. I still think what he did was wrong, and I don't forgive. He would have to ask me for forgiveness, which would never happen. And honestly, I really don't care that much. I just think what he did was bullshit. I just think it was disrespectful to the fighters, to the UFC. He's, fighting now, and it's only because it's Conor. If any other fighter did that and on the UFC roster, I guarantee you they would never be fighting in the UFC ever again, and they would probably be in jail as well.
And do you think he wins this weekend?
I do not think he wins.